Hey guys, and welcome to Cities Skylines. I'm here joined by my little brother and sister. You want to say hi, guys?
Hi.
And since they've never really played a city building game before, I thought I would sort of give them the 1-2 at playing the game. So let's start a new one. Now, first, we need to pick some place to start our city. Now, you can take a look at these different resources that are available, as well as the water, and what type of connections to move goods around. So this one would be European, whereas other styles are like temperate or tropical. I think last time I might have done a tropical. So maybe we should, boreal. That seems interesting. We have a bit of every natural resource, a little bit of water, which is good, and a bunch of other connections, so I think we're going to go with that. So, in the game, the basic goal is to build the best city. So, a new expansion just came out called After Dark, which adds in a night cycle, which was one of the most heavily requested features for the game. Now, let's wait for this thing to load. This little bird thing is sort of the social media thing in the game. They have a simulated somewhat like Twitter up here, where people will be talking about the game. This is Chirper. Keep an eye on what your citizens are talking about and what is happening around the world. Hashtag you found me. Alright, so let's pause the game first. Click right there. Let's start by building some roads and zoning the areas next to them. Buildings will spawn. Yep, got that. So, let's move over here and see our beginning road. So, if you look here, this is where traffic throughout the game world will be traveling. And this is where they'll initially enter our town. So, if we go here, we can start building roads. So there's a number of different tools that you can use to build roads, but we'll start off with just the straight roads. And there's a 2-laned road. We'll go over here. Both of these are one-way, but we'll just build a small stretch of road right now, which we can change later. Now we finally have some one-way roads. So let's go ahead and bulldoze this 2-way road that we have and make sure that we're going the correct direction. We can move this to see better. Okay, so this road is moving this way, while this one's moving that way. So let's move this out here. And you're not constrained by these grid marks, but it makes it easier to tell where things are. So to begin with, it's probably good that we start out like that. Now, these right here are called roundabouts, and they're pretty nice to facilitate travel around your city. So we're going to start off with one of those to help deal with the traffic coming in and coming out of here. Now I think we will have this going. Let's stop, go to the unrestrained tool, and we will both, I want to have road coming from like over here into there, if we can do that. Alright, I want to bulldoze some more, give us some more room. Okay, so let's, alright, this will be going down. Okay. So that go right there. Cool, and we'll have some road coming from right over here, going back up to the interstate. I want to curve the other way if I could. Okay. That's what I want, but I guess that won't work. Alright. Let's just go right there. Yeah, that'll be fine. So people will come into the city this way, and people will go out that way through that interstate. Now, after we got these roads, here is the demand grid. So if you look here, we know that there is a need for residential buildings in our town. So let's go on over here. And are these one way or two? Those are two ways. Good. That's what we are wanting. So we'll switch to two-way roads, and we'll build just a small area. Oh, let's bring back the grid so that we can organize a little bit more efficiently right now. So we'll go right there. Now eventually, actually we'll go and create a little sublet area right here. So we'll go right here. In here. Perfect. Now, we don't really want to have too much on this main stretch of road because we're going to use that to carry heavier loads of traffic. But in these suburb areas, it's perfectly fine to have different things. So we can use this zoning tool to fill in different areas. We can also paint parts of it, and you can get rid of some by right-clicking. So we're going to get rid of this stuff right here. And that should move some people in. We also need some source of power. So we're going to start off with some wind energy. And it seems right here we have a pretty good place to get some wind energy, but people don't like it because it creates noise. If you'll notice those earmuffs over there. So you want to place them further away from other people. So if we look here, we can get about 8 megawatts on this ridge. So we'll start off with the 8 megawatts right there, and we'll build some wires to connect it to this part of town, and that'll eventually add on and whatnot. Now we also need to get some water. Let's see what direction the water is flowing. So I'll press play a little bit. Okay, so it's going up. So we're going to have our sewage go out that way. Well, let's take a look and see if we can find a better area for it. No, that seems to be about the best place. So it'll get away from our citizens, because we don't want them to have to deal with that. So right here, this is a water drain pipe. This will pump out wastewater. So if we go right here, that'll pump out polluted water, and we need a place to get clean water. We will start off with just a water tower, which we'll have right over here as well. And we need to get plumbing to connect everything together. And in this game, the sewage and the drinking water travel in the same tube. It's a little gross, I know, but that's okay. So we need to make sure everything is covered. Okay, cool. That should cover pretty much everything. We could put a little bit right there. Okay, we'll go ahead and pipe that too. Alright, I think that should be good initially. We don't have to worry about that so much. The economy screen. Once we turn the power on, that will show as power being there, and eventually we can create jobs and industry. But let's start the game. Boom. So you see now there's people moving in and building things. So these are houses that are being built. So we'll see how things are going. Zoom out a little bit to get a better look at everything. Yeah, things are looking pretty good for us, I'm thinking. And then we can move so we can see better the beautiful views out in the distance and the cars traveling. Eventually we'll have cars going in and out through here. They're going the right way, so that's good. Excuse me. But, yeah. So I'll have people start moving into town, going to job and whatnot. That person, it said that they needed water, but I think it just takes a little bit of time for them to get used to getting the water right there. Yeah, pretty cool. I'm gonna go check the... You see, now that people are moving in, we start to have demand for commercial and industrial zones. So we will be adding those in a second. I'm gonna check and make sure that the graphics are at their highest level. Yeah, texture quality high. Okay, it just looked a little different to me than it used to, so I was just checking. But it's pretty cool, and yeah, it looks like there are a lot of adults there. So we're going to want to build some commercial buildings. And normally we don't like to have too much along there. So yeah, we'll build some commercial and jobs on the other side. Well, we'll build some industrial over here, but I think we'll start with some commercial over here. We want them kind of close to the homes so that people could hypothetically walk to it if they needed to. So let's build some commercial. We'll build that right along here for right now. Not go too wild in it. So that'll be fine. And let's build the jobs over here so we can see some cars. Okay, perfect. Alright. Actually, let's have the yeah, we'll do it over there. That'll be fine. And maybe we can take... Well, let's look at the resources that we have to get a better feel for what we should do over here. So we need to open the resource panel if we have access to it. Right now. Alright, that's the world panel. No, we haven't gotten that big yet. Oh, city information. No. It's been a while since I've played as well. Okay, here we go. That's the wind panel, traffic, fire safety. We don't have to worry about that stuff yet. Actually, we might not be able to specialize yet either. Now, we're going to have to get electricity here as well. But, yeah, let's build some more roads. Don't have it come off the main beaten path. Okay, let's go right there. Let's go one more. Perfect. That'll be just fine. And let's build some industrial zone. We're also going to have to build some landfills as well. So let's build some of them. Landfill will... You really want to have it somewhat closer to these places, because while it may decrease land value, it also... You have trash plate trucks coming. So I think we will go and build a little offshoot over here. See, that's going to bulldoze this house. But that's... Well, I don't want it near the water either. So let's... both of those are going to be pretty busy. Let's just bring it out here a little bit then. But not too terribly far. Alright, cool. And then, let's go out right there. Cool. Alright, and we'll build some industrial. What a lovely day for a walk. Walking is healthy. That's pretty nice. They're helping you out. Alright, so we've got some landfill, or can we? Oh, that's D-zone. We don't have the landfill open to us yet. Info views. Yeah, we know about info views. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, we need to connect everything over here. So let's pause the game real quick. We need to connect some water. So let's lay some ground working pipes. Right. Build that right over to there. Awesome. And let's go over here as well. Build these pipes too. Little overlap. We don't want to do it. We want to have the least amount of overlap that we can while still taking care of everything. Now we just need to link these two areas rather than having lines going everywhere. So if we go right here, that won't work because traffic. But we can go this way. So connect that to there. Right over there, and then once again over here. That should connect everything together. So let's resume. you'll see that these will begin to go away. So let's check our needs, though. We have plenty of electricity available. Let's check our water availability. Both of those are highly available as well. And it seems things are going well there, too. Let's wire up this, or water up this area, too. Just to make sure that we have... We'll go a little bit further. Not much overlap, just a little bit of overlap if we can help it. Perfect. That'll be fine. We're going a little bit over than we need to right now, but it'll make it easier to expand in the future. We need more industrial jobs right now. So let's go... Oh, is it night? Alright, that's pretty cool. I haven't actually seen any of the night stuff yet, so I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, you notice how everything's all dark? Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's turn off this interface so that's pretty cool looking. And once we get more things in town, it'll glow up more and look cooler. But I think that's pretty good right now, just for our beginning build stuff. Let's increase the speed a bit. I'm digging those lights. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, so this is our industry right now. Right now we don't have much demand for anything except a little bit for some more people. So I guess we could satiate that demand. We've got a pretty large housing district right now. Eventually we're going to need to build it larger, and also we'll shake things up a little bit in its design. But for right now, just the grid outlook makes it easier. But you see all these cars going through? Alright, we've increased our size into a little hamlet, which unlocks a bunch of stuff. So we can change people's tax information, their loan information. We can start a landfill, healthcare, education. So as you get bigger, you unlock more things to add to your city and to manage.